Like so many games, 7 The Days Long Gone sounds like a great idea on paper. Take the action RPG gameplay of Diablo, give plenty of options for stealth, and add jumping and climbing to the mix for an acrobatic flourish. It just fails to stick the landing. Seven introduces itself with a lengthy cutscene that describes its world and politics without ever giving you a reason to care. Then it unceremoniously drops you into a brief tutorial which introduces Teriel, the main character. He tries to steal an artifact from a mansion, fails miserably, is captured, and wakes up on an island prison where he is told that if he wants to be free, he must find something the Emperor wants. The rest of 7's roughly 10-hour campaign plays out mostly like a standard action RPG. Talk to characters, take on quests, kill enemies, and obtain better gear. But it does distinguish itself with a series of strange design choices. For example, most games place their fast travel locations where you might want to go, such as a market or a friendly village. But 7 often places them inside enemy bases or near aggressive enemies, and the map doesn't make it clear what might be waiting for you there, so fast traveling can result in unexpected battles. 7 plays a lot like Diablo, if Diablo had no interesting gear, powers, or satisfying enemy kills. Combat is lackluster, lacking both depth and variety. Most encounters involve mindlessly clicking on foes, occasionally jumping out of the way of their attacks, and using abilities to counteract them in their frequent, annoying stun locks. Stealth isn't much better. Enemy detection seems inconsistent, stealth attacks don't guarantee a kill, and usually you end up having to fight even when you're successful. In a lot of action RPGs, you can count on new gear to change up combat. But in 7, it's possible to find gear in the first area that's good enough to last most of the campaign after an upgrade or two. And since the inventory limit is so low, you're discouraged from even picking up other weapons to experiment with. Even if you could pick up more gear, most vendors can't afford to buy a single item of value. That means that it's best to break them down for crafting parts. Unfortunately, the crafting system isn't great. Most recipes require you to break down some items while keeping others intact, and keeping track of which is which can be frustrating. The climbing grants you the liberating ability to navigate around challenging obstacles rather than passing through them. But a movement system is only as good as its map, and the island of Pet disappoints when it comes to climbing opportunities. The island's multi-tiered level design rarely makes it clear where to go or how to get there. Whether a fall is fatal or not seems arbitrary, and the isometric camera angle can make gauging jump distances difficult. 7's camera isn't great either. It does its best to ensure you can always see Teriel, but frequently fails, making navigation a pain. Other times it succeeds too well, and you might try climbing onto something only to hit your head on an invisible ceiling. 7 also handles darkness poorly. Night is often far too dark to see anything outside your immediate vicinity. Vignetting effects from status effects could stand to be toned down as well. Worst of all, 7 is a remarkably buggy game. Upon loading a save, you might be removed from stealth and immediately be caught by guards, find yourself stuck in the ground and unable to move, or even affected by the same status effects that killed you prior to loading the save. You can even die or freeze during jumping, forcing a reload. In this playthrough, one boss reliably recovered all its health anytime it was hit after another enemy was killed. 7 The Days Long Gone feels like it's trying to break new ground at every turn, but in the process it makes some really bad choices and executes poorly. Its action is acrobatic but almost immediately gets stale. Climbing is only fun when the levels allow it. Most crafting systems are needlessly obtuse, and its fast travel system actively tries to kill you on a regular basis. Add to that the regular bugs, and 7's days are numbered. For some better RPGs, check out our reviews of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Skyrim VR. And for everything video games, stay tuned to IGN.